Doop doop doo 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 doop doo. Welcome to the Smeggie Cave. How's everyone doing? Oh, geez, excuse me. How's everyone doing out there today? People watching, people joining, all the funness going on. So, oh, there we go. Two Webs just jumped in.
Hey.
So, I was gonna do something here, but I'll ask you now, and then I'll do that later. So, how has the Tulsa show been? I've been seeing a lot of other people talking about it, walking around, all that stuff.
Oh,
Curious
shit.
about your opinion.
I forgot to go to the show today.
Oh,
I knew I was supposed to do something.
okay. So, how has random side streets in Tulsa been? Driving around doing nothing.
It's pretty good. 32 people. So that's pretty awesome. Only one person, Jesmala, said that he was, I think it was Jesmala said that he had, was it him? No, it was Tardot. Somebody was saying they had a very low success rate of getting people to talk to them or whatever, but everybody else is like 100%, 100%. I had one guy all day who was like, I'd rather not have a picture taken of my bayonets. I'm like, okay. Otherwise, I think everybody's having. I mean, I've seen some of the girls posting stuff. Travis posted a couple of pics. I don't think anybody else has been posting yet. Dano posted a couple.
I saw a couple from Dano. I'm mostly seeing.
Then Dano
like-
Link, he's just sitting there. He's not doing anything anymore. He's just sitting there.
Oh, okay, sure.
And I know he's sitting right next to his power plug too. But
I'll send one.
fucking, I think. Well, last I heard, Psycho was up to 5 guns. Boost has got at least a couple probably by now. Others have already got some as well, so it's all going pretty good. Yeah, I think it's fairly successful. I did 4 miles something at the top floor today. Just walking the top. I'll do the bottom tomorrow, I guess. Got a bunch of pictures and whatnot. Now I'm downloading them actually.
All right.
I was downloading. What the fuck happened to my phone? There it is. It's weird having one monitor again. Oh, so I did they don't have any bank to their fucking off ramps here, right? So they're just flat because they want trucks to flip over. So I took one way too fucking fast, and it went like, you know, like when you turn way too fucking fast, I don't know, it kind of skips and fucking
Yeah.
does one of them, and it fucking ripped my shelf out of the back. Like, I gotta fucking do this way more hardcore. So, you know where the second monitor's sitting on?
Mm-hmm.
All fucking floppy here now. So when I'm driving, it's all fucking floppy. Just there's nothing I can do while I'm driving. It fucking way pain in the ass. So I'm gonna fucking, if I don't sell the van, I'm gonna rip the fucking insulation out, go into the studs good, and then put a piece of plywood up to be able to anchor into.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you just screwed into
I went with like
the metal studs or whatever, right?
Sort of anchors into the studs, but 3, and I'm gonna do it like 5 or 10, or, you know, I'm gonna fucking really put it on next time.
Yeah, kind of distribute the weight out a little bit. But all right, so I've been asking everyone else that I've seen like in the live shows from the Tulsa Gun Show, but I'll ask you as well, even though they've all been consistent. How's the 2A atmosphere there, or are most people just nerding out about guns?
Not. I mean, 2A is a given here.
So no one's comparing notes on, oh, I traveled from this state and they're trying to raise the age limit to 21. We should write our congressman. Like, no one's saying that kind of stuff.
No, it's horrible for that. There's a lack of it, which is the most horrible. If it was like, oh, they're saying stuff that's wrong, or like they're saying stuff and it's fucking pointless, but no, they're not even saying stuff.
Everyone's just like, check out this new Mauser I got, or check out this. Like, again, probably not the gun channels people, because I know you guys are more in touch with stuff, but I just was kind of getting the feel of the general public out there.
Now, if you want to say FUD, then this is the gun show for FUDs. I mean, this is a show for old people that collect expensive old stuff. Cowboys are milsurp, and oh, they I don't know if I can plug it in over here now. This thing's about to shut off. I have to deal with this before it shuts off. These people all fought in fucking probably World War II, or at least Korea and Nam, for our rights. And unfortunately, there we go. I think they I don't know. It's a, you know what I'm saying? They're just like that older generation just doesn't have the fucking drive or whatever it seems. I don't know. I don't want to fucking paint too wide a brush, but it's hard to know why people are saying nothing, but they're saying nothing. So frustrating. But I'll tell you what, there's a fucking gun channels table, and there's 32 people that give a shit here, and we're working with the promoters, which gives them the 32 people that much more, I don't want to call it authority, but at least
it's kind of credibility.
Well, it's comfortability, right? They know that they're legitimized, and well, I know we're good people. For example, one of the wives came up and told us about how this one guy had the flag up wrong, had the Union on the left, on the right side, and she had told him, and he's like, "I did it that way on purpose." So, you know, she let him know, and then two of the other girls went over and let him know. So there's, you know, at least a little bit of passion walking around. So maybe we can touch a couple of people and add a little something to the show. It's a big fucking show. 4,000 tables means a lot of fucking people. But I've been here in bad years, and it's still not a 2A crowd. Unfortunately, I've been here in good years too, and it just got crazy spending. And it's definitely more purchase than.
Right. Moon's saying people are there to enjoy the weekend at a huge gun show, probably just trying to relax.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, and that could be, and it's not even. I mean, for me, I go around. I'm the dude who brings up 2A like in every conversation because I'm the weirdo one. But I understand most people. Yeah, you can't be on high alert every second of every day, and sometimes you just want to blow off steam and buy an old rifle or whatever. So it was more just curiosity. I mean, it's not like it's not like it's the Firearm Policy Coalition and everyone's going dum ba dum bum bum. Like, you know, that's a group of people that are meant to be activists. This is a group of people that is there to buy guns and sell guns or whatever.
Yeah, but again, 4,000 people. I don't know if I know a number on how many attendees, but it's a lot. And it's an opportunity that's lost when they're not rallying the troops here. And I don't know if they get to say we're only here to enjoy the weekend. It's a gathering of people from all over the fucking country. Clover's or Psycho Camp drove 24 hours to be here. 24 hours of driving to be here. Matt drove 11 hours through Texas to get here. People from Montana, I've seen license plates probably from every state if I really drove around and looked at license plates. So this is an opportunity to bring people together in a format that ain't gun rights policy where you have to be a nerd for the second, or NRA where honestly the NRA is just like this. They're like, yeah, NRA, blah blah blah, and then let me see that new Marlin, or let me see that new freaking car or whatever.
What I'm saying is, like, you can't co-op. This is like a Disneyland for adults, for gun guys. You can't co-op that with gun rights. You got to create your gun rights, like rallies. You got to create your own opportunities.
Yeah, I don't know. I hear you, but I want to resist against it still. I want to have at least a little flyer on the tables, a little thing that says.
Well, I agree with that. I agree with like having a gun rights table, like tables scattered of gun rights organizations or whatever.
Yeah, and just having some paperwork out, or maybe some like little kiosks in the middle where they have little signs telling you what aisle it is, and just, you know, maybe some memes or whatever, just to get people thinking. I don't know. Yeah, I agree with you. You don't have to like beat on them if they're here to enjoy themselves or purchase. What the fuck? We're capitalists. We like to purchase, but at the same time, I'm capitalist. I want to capitalize on the opportunity to have this many pro-gun people who ain't woke, ain't fucking gun woke yet. I only saw one what that red hat, make America great again? One chat, period. So it ain't like there's any politics going on here. I mean, it's like the void of it, which I guess is, like you say, it's refreshing to get the fuck away from that once in a while too, I suppose. But get the fuck away from it at a little local show, maybe. I don't know. If you had pamphlets out or like little cards or something, half people would ignore them anyway, I suppose. But even if 6 people did something, 32 people did something.
Getting any amount at a place like that would be a win, I guess. Wouldn't be a bad thing.
There's the NRA has a thing they usually set up, and it's more like the museum than anything else. And then because the museum has a traveling exhibit thing, sometimes it's here, but then even when it's like this year, it's not here. They'll still have guns from the museum, and it's a museum mostly NRA thing. And then of course there's the NRA membership things everywhere, like that always happens. But there's a group that I know that does veterans rights, kind of. The VA, I guess, more. And that they had an interesting thing. I met them last year, and like I don't use my GI Bill because there's guys that need that, but I think there must be a lot of people in that mode of that, my way of thinking. And she goes, well, if they look at it this way, they spent, I forget what she said, like $9 million putting a mural in some VA hospital in DC. She's like, that money isn't going to your brothers. That money is going to bullshit government shit. So their concept is cash out. I guess you can cash out your GI Bill. I didn't know you could do that. Or not your GI Bill, but your VA benefits. And if, like me, I have no intention of ever using them, then I can cash them out and then decide where I want to give that money to, like, Green Beret Foundation or something awesome. So that's a concept that I never even fucking heard of before. So that's a nonprofit that's here. And they've been here the last 3 years. I only found out what they did last year. No Second Amendment Foundation, super frustrating. No Gun Owners of America. And they have a lot of new members. You think they'd be fucking active more, but I'm not going to start bitching at them, even though they've got 1 million new members probably. They're not here doing anything. I bet you if this was a little closer to FPC, I would bet you there would be an FPC table here. There's a table from the museum. They're always here. There's a table. Nope, I'm thinking of a different show. There's more presence at 2A groups at the SAR show in Phoenix. A factor might be that the table cost $170, but fuck, that's nothing compared to the potential of reaching some people, right? If you're really working for the 2A. So yeah, I have no reason. No, there's no excuse. They only do it twice a year. I mean, why wouldn't Second Amendment be here? Why wouldn't gun owners be here? Luckily, Nager's not here.
They're going to set up a table next year or November.
Probably will. Like, support our memes. Our memes need your money. What the fuck is today? 4/9?
7.
Or 7?
I was going to say, I have to cancel my Prime, but I still got 2 days.
For what?
I cancel my free 30 days of Prime.
Oh, I had to cancel Prime. What is this fucking saying I only took? Could that even possible? Okay, that's a little better. It's like, what the fuck? It says I only took 3 pictures today. I did not have it sorted by date. I took significantly more than 3 pictures. Okay.
We're like, no, there's nothing really cool here. I only took 3 pictures.
Looks like I took 173 pictures. Oops. Paste those over here. Let's see. 5 o'clock here. That means they're pretty much done in there. The only real good thing about being a fucking mile away from the place is that I probably ain't gonna get as much traffic getting out. Of course, I said that before I fucking drove out.
Dead Horse is asking, are there any like protesters or anything? Like,
No, there's protesters. There are people on the streets, but it's because the schools are on strike or the teachers are on strike or something. Teachers want more money. So most of the intersections have people with signs. They're like teachers and they're on strike because they want more money. So they hold up poster boards with like pencil on it. So it took me like, I don't know. I drove from here to the hotel to pick up the trading cards because I had sent them to Ghost thinking I wasn't going to be here. And I wanted them to, I didn't want those to have to be shipped to people. I figured it would be better to have them, give them to them all in person so everybody could trade them and shit. And then, so I sent them to them like on Monday or Sunday or some shit. And they didn't even get here till Friday to Arkansas. And he left Friday morning. So his daughter picked them up at the house and took them to the next day. They got to the hotel like at 1. So I left and drove all the way to the hotel. It's like 20 minutes or something, 20 miles. And like it took me, I seen teachers. And I'm like, I didn't know what they were. I seen people on the side of the road. I thought they were anti-gun, but their signs are literally written with pencil. Like the fuck, you can tell there's something written on it, but there's no way to read it. And there was like 4 people standing in a thing with like 3 signs. Go to the next one. It's like a little bit more and signs are still shitty. And then finally way down that by their hotel, there's a really big protest or gathering of people. And their signs are like, they spend an hour with glitter paint or something because you can actually read like, our schools need more money or we want more money or whatever.
that is kind of funny. Like, you're a teacher, dude. You're supposed to know how to like do projects.
Like poster board is so alien to teachers, like poster board and markers or paint or whatever.
Yeah, like big fat Sharpies.
Yeah, maybe they don't deserve any more money if they don't even know how to poster board correctly.
Or maybe they couldn't afford it because they were paid so little.
They're like, we wish we could buy thicker markers.
You can't read my sign because I have no marker money.
That's a good point. You pay per width of marker. 10 cents per every quarter inch.
Daniel never replied.
Oh, that's right. I sent him a thing on Gun Channels. I meant to send him a text message and say, "Hey, doing a thing." But I didn't have my phone with me when you had said that, so I just sent it to him through the computer. And I forgot. Now I'm doing something on my phone. I'll text him here in a minute.
What the fuck?
All right. I should have the thing on my phone. Let me see. There's Dano. Doodle-doo, doodle-doo. So, yep. Hi to everyone watching the chat. Ben and Russ and Black Cat and I'm just gonna say Jane. I don't really know if that's how you say that. I know it's from Finland. Janne. Is that Jane? Or Janie? I don't know. Morpheus, John, Scott, all you peoples. Dead Horse on the better Gun Channel side. And then Moon, but he's in here.
Moonbeam.
Moonbeam. I'm being followed by a moon shadow. Oh, wait a minute. Is G-Web's crashing the Moon and Smeggie show?
Yeah.
It's Moon and Smeggie. Moon and Smeggie. Moon, Smeggie, Smeggie. The Moon and Smeggie show.
Hello, folks.
So this is going to be a show and tell edition. That's what I was going to do earlier.
What are you showing?
Oh, G-Web's left. You didn't have to leave, G-Webs.
Probably has to like talk to Dano.
I was just joking that it was the Moon and Smeggie show. All right, so I got to kick some stuff out of the way here. But I got a package today. I got it from Cabela's. I think I told the story the other day. I needed more 22 mag, and I had a gift card for Cabela's, so I figured, hey, what the heck? I'll just, buy the stuff with a gift card, and then I have like points built up or whatever. And so I went on there, and then I started like browsing around other stuff, and I made an order, and I never bought any 22 mag.
All right, so let's see what you got instead.
So what I got instead. Oh, there's a big sticker over there. I'm gonna hold it up. So I got a stream light, and it's the ProTac 2LX.
Word.
That's kind of dark. You can't read it. But I'll just have to use this flashlight to light up the other flashlight. So it's pretty cool. I already it's a program. It's got different programs or whatever. It's one of those here. Actually, let me kick the light off. It's still kind of bright in here, I know. But you can just like hold it down.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll do that. Let me point at the post, which is already kind of lit up. But you can hold it down, like just tap it, or you can click it, right? So if you just want it on for a second, you just hold it. Or you like double tap twice, and that one's a little bit brighter. And then if you tap 3 times, it's like the highest brightness. So it's got low, medium, high. But then there are other programs in there where like the first click is on high, the second click is a strobe, and the third click is the low setting. But I figure, honestly, most of the time what I'm going to use it for is just like lighting something up. But, if I'm in a dark area, I don't want to like blind myself or anyone else or whatever. So I just set it up for start on low and then get brighter. But
I have one on.
Pretty cool.
I have one on my rifle. ProTac rail mount 1. But it's the same thing. It came with the regular tail switch, but it has the programs. Like I have it on bright, and then if I tap it twice, it's strobe.
Yeah, that's what it came as default, was high, strobe, low, and then you can do high only, or you can do like low, medium, high. And it's got this little double clip thing. So it's like a regular clip, so you can put it muzzle down. But then this whole thing also, but this also you could clip it the other way, or like put it on a brim of a hat or something, I guess. Like you could go, you could go like that. It would be kind of weird, probably a little heavy, but like if you had to go hands free, you could. So anyways, yeah, so I got that. I said I brought the package down because I was like, oh, I'll just show the name of it, and I didn't realize there's a giant sticker right here. There you go. So that was that. And then what I used to open this package is this right here. It is a Mora knife. And the handle is like a rubberized kind of handle, like anti-slip.
Yeah. Did White Volcano Squad make you buy that?
No, it did not.
All right.
But I mean, it's not that expensive, but I really wanted a nice fixed blade for basically when I go hunting. I figure I can use this to kind of, start the process off, take the jammies off, all that kind of stuff if I get a deer.
Yeah, that's a great design.
Because last time I got a deer, I had to borrow a knife from my cousin who was helping me butcher the thing. But he's like, "You got a knife?" And I had, whatever tactical folder thingy I had in my pocket at the time. I'm like, "Well, I have this, but it was like serrated on the back, and it's like didn't have a good point." And I mean, it's okay. It's the knife I used to open up boxes and shit with. But this thing, I mean, the edge is very like swooping. It comes to a very nice tight point. And from what I hear, they're pretty quality knives, made in Sweden. And then it just comes with a plastic sheath. Actually, it does have a nice little like click. So it holds pretty good. Like I'm pulling on it right now.
So you're gonna wear that on your ankle?
I guess I could. I probably would just clip it on my belt.
Oh.
This has a little clip doohickey. But anyways, I'm pretty happy with it so far. It seems nice. I guess we'll see how long it holds an edge and all that stuff, but it's definitely pointy. Here, watch. Ugh, I just grossed myself out. I'm sorry, guys. I was just joking.
You cut any paper with it yet?
No. Let's see if I can. Wow.
All right. Don't do it too much. You'll dull the blade.
Ah, you ruined your knife now.
It's a butter knife.
So did you cut through any bricks yet? No, I haven't tried that. Here, I'll put the two together. I'll just saw through this. And then I can fillet a tomato. That's what they do on the TV show, right?
Yeah, bonsai knives. Remember them?
I don't remember what brand, but yeah, they cut through. I always liked, they took like a frozen thing or something. Like they cut through like a frozen steak. They're like, cut. And then they would, like pick up like a thing and be like, shoop, shoop, shoop.
Like I'm going to cut a bunch of rusty nails in half and then slice you a tomato. The little kid eats it, runs off with it. Because they didn't care about rusty nails back then. That was like salt and pepper on the top of your tomato.
A little smudge on the back of the blade. But anyway. So I got a knife and a flashlight, and I still have empty 22 mag. I needed some of these only with like bullets inside, and all I have is empty ones. So I'll probably just run to the store one of these days and get that. So I'll get that before I go up north. And oh yeah, that was the package for the Mora knife. Damn it. Stay in the box of garbage. But yeah, so I need that. I also need some more 30-06 ammo.
Since you have no ammo, you're going to need that knife and that flashlight to escape the cave.
Probably. I'll go ahead and take my SIG tactical pen as well then.
Yeah, you can write down notes on your palm.
But I have some of this, the Hornady American Whitetail. Oops. I do. Oh, I clicked the button with the thing. The box fell on the button. So it's the, this is what I didn't know before someone was asking me. It's 150 grain. 150 grain, and it's the interlock bullet. It's taken a deer down so far, so I mean it works. Oh, it like expands out and whatnot. So it got the soft point and then the jacket part and all that. So 2,900 feet per second at muzzle. So they say. But yeah, I tried out a few different types of 30-06. When I first got my rifle, I basically went to the store and just got a few different types, and then just kind of figured out which one worked best. I should have another box here somewhere, because the other one I tried out was the Remington Core Lock, and this was the 180 grain, and it did okay. It's just, yeah, I guess I don't know where I might have thrown the other box out because maybe it didn't have a good packaging or whatever. I only keep boxes that have like a good plastic sleeve or whatever, so that when I start reloading for rifle, I'll have something to put in. That's like Free Ammunition. Oh my God, their boxes suck. Where the hell are those?
Like really thin cardboard.
So this is the box. This is 20 rounds of 30-06. For one, holy hell. Okay, it's
way bigger than it should be.
Yeah, it's that much longer, and then it's like twice as thick.
Well, what did they put in? A big plastic rack inside of it?
Yeah, so I'm sure it's just like a universal kind of thing.
Yeah.
So they put it in this rack, but like, look at how much it wobbles around. Like the holes that the bullets go in. This isn't showing up real good. If only I had something to light it up a little bit. But let's see. Let's try this.
Yeah, they're definitely bigger than 30-06.
Yeah. So then, then you put it in there. Wobbles around. So, I mean, I like the bullets. It is a soft point. I don't know why they paint them white or whatever, but like they should be good. And like I said, it's called Tag Out Premier Hunting Ammunition is what they call it. So I figured it'd be good. I actually no, I have tried it. I was gonna say I haven't tried it yet, but that's right. I shot some out of the other box. So I've tried it, and again, it all still works okay. It's just that so far for my rifle, the best groups I got, because I shot all of them from the rifle using this Foam Action Sports Rest. I saw this on it was either Ghost or Clover, I forget who now, but they had one. They were showing it off, and I was like, these things are really cool. And I think they got they had a coupon code for 10% off or something. So I used the Clover coupon code or whatever, and it works real good. So I mean, you can set it on the thing.
Yeah, they're handy dandy.
Oh, all of my, I was gonna say, where the hell are my rifles? They're all packed up in the bag already. But I guess I got my handguns here. I mean, you could even use it for handgun too. You could like set it up or whatever, or you can lay it this way. That actually probably work better for handguns. You can set it up like that and pew 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 pew. Especially if the table's a little higher, right? I mean, you could just be right there.
Zero your red dot. That's what that's good for.
Yeah, I mean anything where you really want you need like a nice steady rest, you know, if you want to make sure that you're shining your flashlight exactly where you want it. But I mean there's a couple dings and stuff in it. This is probably I probably just like tossed it in my bag or whatever, so something with the corner hit it. But it's pretty thick. Like you can compress it a little bit, but I see it's squishing down a little, but I mean it's pretty substantial foam. Pretty thick. So anyways, I like them. I really do. That helps a lot. 'Cause I don't have a sled or any type of rest or anything. So you know, a lot of times I would sit there. Before I got this, I would just use my shooting bag. So this is just my, like, this is my regular, like, assorted shooting bag. Normally I'll load it up and I'll have like 2 AR mags here. And then see, these pockets are perfect for like a box of 59 mil. So I'll put a couple of boxes of 50 and 9 mil, 2 AR mags, and then 2 AK mags on this side. They got the little flaps. Oops, sorry guys. And then anyway, so I was using this as like a rest, like just kind of having, I actually kind of turn it sideways, but like if there was stuff in there, like right here, something sticking up right here. I think this is my staple gun, but it's like sticking up. So then you end up like hitting the edge of it or something.
Yeah, I melted one of my bags using it as a rest from the muzzle blast.
Yeah, this one I'd pull back far enough that like the muzzle blast wasn't getting near it.
I think I was zeroing an AR pistol or something.
Oh, and I forgot about this. I decorated my ammo can the other day. So I got this, and that right now there's 1,000 rounds of 5.56 in here, like in boxes. And I got, it was this box, like it was this can with the ammo in it for like a price that was pretty good, even if you just considering the ammo. I forget how much I paid for it, but you know, it's like 30 cents a round or something with the ammo. And then you got this too, and I think the thing had free shipping or whatever. But anyways, there's this big label here. And it was like blah blah blah. And I'm like, I'm not advertising for people. So I just started putting stickers over the label. You can still see this little bit in the middle. That's part of the label.
Turkish.
What
is it XM193?
No, it's
I got the same thing.
Wolf Gold. Which is nice because it's non-corrosive, no steel, all that stuff.
Yeah. I have the same can, same 1,000 rounds.
Yeah, I think, was it from Lake City or something possibly?
I don't know. That would be
or LAX or so. It was from somewhere. Anyways, one of the first stickers I put on there, this is what I put on when I got it, was one of these ordnance stickers that you use for shipping. It didn't actually come with this because it came inside a regular box. But anyway, so I just started by like putting the stickers on and then trying to be like, oh, where does this one fit? And where does this one fit? Or whatever. Because I really wanted to cover up as much as this main label as I could. And it does an okay job. I mean, you can't really tell or whatever. But then as I'm going through all my stickers, and I'm like, man, this is like, I got these gaps here and all this stuff. I found this sticker.
Yeah, it would have went right over it.
Now here's the thing. Exactly. It would have went right here, covered up the label perfectly, and then I could have still just put smaller ones around the edge. Like this revolver, I could have just moved it up a bit. It still would have fit.
Yeah.
This girl still would have fit. Like I could put the stripper clip somewhere. Like, but I literally took the stickers and just started sticking them on. So, but you know, I can still like, I can overlap some of that's one of those like, you know, when you see like an old school toolbox, it has a million stickers and half the time you end up just covering up some with the other ones. Like I'm not really married to any of these stickers other than the revolver, the stripper clip, and the hash tactical. I won't cover those up. But I mean, I like ALG, but if I saw something cool, I'd put one over it. You know, VZ grips are cool, but I don't have any. This is Breakthrough. I just kind of like that it was like the pinup girl kind of thing. And then I guess I do kind of like the Chiquita Magpul banana clip thing.
Yeah.
I do kind of like that sticker. But you know, it's one of those things. And then I only did the one side, so I still have plenty of room. I mean, I might leave this side actually, just because that's kind of cool. But I could do the whole top, the back, the front. And one of the things actually I still need to do to this thing, I've totally forgot about it, is this the locking thing. So what you do on the front of these bad man pajamas, damn it. So it already has a little hole here. And then basically from underneath, you drill through it here and you put in like the washer and stuff, and there's a lock nut, and this stud sticks out. So then when you lock this down, it's sticking out through this hole. You can put a padlock through it, you can put a cable through it, you know, you could tie a bunch of your things together, and then you can't open it. And this is Green Can Lockers ammo can locking hardware kit. So I got that from the Gun Show Loophole Tour, and I've been meaning to install it, but I just haven't yet. So anyway, so this is, I started literally taking ammo out of this and putting it in my bag, and then my buddy was like, is that can filled with all the same stuff? I'm like, yeah, it all came together. He goes, why don't you just bring the can up north? It's like, that's a good idea. So that's just here. And yeah. What else is new? I don't know. What else? What else? I'm trying to think. I feel like I'm missing stuff to pack up. I got a handful of targets to staple up. I think I might bring up some bigger ones though, because I do have some silhouettes that are like, what are they, like the 1/3 scale silhouettes or something? Oh, actually, yeah. Let me grab a stack of these. I'll take these up north with me. I can just leave them up there. That is one of the nice things about when you're shooting on your own property, and it's, you go up there a lot anyways, is I'm going to start taking stuff up there and then just leaving it. So then that way when I go up, let's say I just go up for like a regular weekend, like just going up with my parents or something, then I can be like, oh yeah, I feel like shooting for, a half hour or something. Oh crap, I didn't bring all my stuff. Well, at least I'll have something. And you might be wondering, hey, Smeggie, how come you have those handguns sitting there on the table? Why aren't they packed up? I'll tell you why. Because I'm actually going to pack those in my friend's range bag, but he has the same one as me. He has this bad mamma jamma just without the gun channels patch. Although I could give him one. But it's like an NRA thing. And it's got all the side pockets and whatnot. But this main front pocket, it has like the foam. Well, that's not showing very good. It has the foam pistol rest thing. So he'll have a couple of his in there, and I'll put a couple of mine in there, and then we'll be good. And I started packing this up and putting putting my extras and stuff in there, like extra eyes and ears and all that stuff. And then this way, you know, I might just grab this bag instead of grabbing the other one or whatever. And he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna pack mine up." And then I was like, "Well, you know what? I'd really rather not have." As of right now, I have 3 bags I'm taking up, an ammo can, and then all my rifle cases. Like, I really don't want to take up 4. So if he's got his stuff already packed up, then I can just toss my couple of guns in with his, and that'll be fine. I'll probably take this up north with me too, just so it's up there. Although I don't know, should I leave it down here and then risk, like, use it down here, but then risk forgetting it when I go up north? Or should I just take it up north now and just, like, leave it up there? So then I know I'll have it for hunting. Decisions. What should I do?
Take it up there and decide when you get there. Decide like 10 minutes before you leave. Am I gonna leave it there? Or am I gonna...
I'll take it up there, and if fate wants me to leave it there, I'll forget it. If fate wants me to bring it home, I'll grab it.
There you go.
And if I do end up leaving it up there, that means I probably made a good decision, because obviously I'm forgetful. All right. I'll toss it in the bag when I get it. I don't know. It's like the more I sit in my gun room, the more I'm like, well, I need this and I need this. It's like the jerk. Oh, I gotta bring this. You can't. I can't not have it. Take this little knife.
Well, you gotta bring that.
That does not show up well at all on the camera. This is kind of a very...
Yeah, when you hold it on the right angle, it does.
Like, this is Damascus. Like, you can see all the little things.
Little swirlies.
Yeah. And it's made, I mean, this is made just like a regular knife. They just make it miniature.
They have little people make them.
Probably.
Yeah. It's the only way to get it done the right way.
Going to show loophole. Challenge coin. Turning green a little bit. Should probably clean it up.
Oh yeah, I haven't looked at mine in a while.
I got my gun channels. How do people do that?
I think you've
seen them, the poker players that are like
practice makes perfect.
I guess. I mean, that's what poker players sit around hitting poker chips all the time. I knew a guy that would do that with like his pencil. He'd spin it and then go and like flip around and catch it again. And he would just spend all day in class just like only not dropping it ever. And then I'm like, that's so cool. And I'd start doing it and like throw my pencil everywhere.
Yeah.
My biggest thing, like, I can kind of do it if I go slow. So I can start here and like switch it over. My pinky finger's not like good enough. Like it's weird. So I never go around my ring finger as well, because that would really be the problem. But like I said, I can do it slow. But then it starts like I slide near like the top, and then I'm trying to flip a thing. And I'm only holding it like by this much. Like I can't keep the center of the pen around my fingers.
I guess it's really stupid looking back on it, but I had a friend that would like twirl, what are they, candlesticks? They were like these brass candlesticks. They were like symmetrical, and he'd like twist them and twirl them and then flip them and catch them with each other, and like it was weird, but it was cool.
But
I could never do that. It's crazy.
I don't know. Anyway. Pew, 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 pew. I do like this thing. It's pretty cool.
color is that?
It's green and black.
I see.
Yeah, see the problem is like the light for this room is like behind a little shelf thing, and it's like back over like hang on. It's
Yeah.
like back that way or whatever. So it's in the shadow of here.
If you point it toward away from, yeah, right there. Like there. You can see.
Yeah, when I get closer, it gets darker. So it's like, anyways, this thing's neat.
Mine's white with purple blood stain on it.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Surprised my girlfriend never took it. She's like, my favorite color is purple.
Oh man. So yeah. So like I said, I'm gonna carry this flashlight tonight. So we'll see how it works.
How many lumens did it say?
500, I think.
Yeah, it's gonna work pretty good. They have a new ProTac rail mount light for the same price I bought mine for. It's like $105. That's 1,000 lumens. Comes with a tape switch, tail cap, all the good stuff. I haven't had a problem with mine, but then again, I haven't put the jack rifle through any kind of use that would destroy a light. Like it doesn't go out when you shoot it, at least under recoil.
Oh, Pants is so I'm going back through the chat now. Pants had a decent thing. He said when I was talking about the ammo can lock, he goes, he got one of the locks on the ammo can and cut foam to fit 2 handguns and 4 magazines.
That's
so
what
you
I'm
kind of made like an
doing.
impromptu, like, you know, trunk safe or whatever. Yeah, gonna bolt down your trunk. More knives are cheap smegs. Leave that one there and buy another.
Rooms.
I see what you're saying. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's really, I got it specifically for, you know, taking the jammies off a deer. Like that's, I needed a nice fixed blade for cutting up a deer. And I like that, I like the profile of that and all that. And I guess I could use it in the butchering process once the bone's off the meat, or once the meat's off the bone, then I could use that to cut off the extra or whatever. We kind of tag team cutting up a deer up north. Yeah. Probably get a decent Kershaw or something along those lines for $20, which are much better knife. You saying Kershaws are better than Moras? Yeah. I refuse to pay almost $400 for an infidel, because I know sooner or later I'd break it. Yeah. You'd wear out an automatic knife before you ever cut anything with it, just by playing with it. Yeah, that's possible. Which Michigan just got automatic knives in October, so I'm still in the market for one of those. But I think I'm going to spend some money on something like that. I had a spring assist thing, which spring assist was allowed. It just couldn't be like push button. So I had one of those, and it was just a cheapo one. I just wanted it, and the freaking thing, like the inside of it all, like got mixed up. Now the spring like pops out a little groove. It's supposed to hold it in place. The side panels are missing half the screws. The clip broke in half. And I just carried that around to like cut boxes and shit. You know, it was just my everyday knife.
Cats and dogs living together.
Sure. So if I'm going to get like an auto knife, I'm going to probably get like a Benchmade or something, at least like something decent. I'm not going to be $1 million, but Benchmades make nice knives. Checked them out at SHOT Show. They had some pretty cool autos.
That's what my kid collects. Benchmade bone collectors. He's got better knife collection than me. I don't really have a knife collection.
All right, so let's go back up to where everyone's saying hi to each other. Call me JJ, much easier. Excellent. Thanks, whatever the heck your name is, JJ. I'll remember that. I still want to know how to pronounce it if I was wrong or not. What's up, Squib? What's up, Rupan? Hey, Mel. Good stuff. Don't use it in a Grand. Oh, it must have been talking about the 30-6 ammo. Yeah, I don't. I'm using it in a Ruger American. $150 grains, though. Too much powder. Maybe if you put in 150 grains of powder, that'd be too much. Oh, I pissed off the Finnish guy because Finland and Sweden hate each other. And he said to buy a Puko, not that Swedish piece of crap. You want to send me a Puko? I'll use it. Is DeSantos American made? I don't know.
What, the holster?
Mel says yes, it is.
It is, yeah. Is that the holster? DeSantis?
I saw Blackhawk stuff in Bass Pro catalog was American made, and I thought Blackhawk was imported. Maybe they have two different lines, and like they
have domestic Blackhawk.
Oh, JJ's calling for war with Sweden. I'm a Detroit Red Wings fan. We had a lot of Swedish people on our team. Lindstrom and Holmstrom and Zetterberg and Eriksson. At one point, we had a whole line. We had 5 of them. Trying to remember who the other thing was. Anyways, we had a goalie, Gustafsson. Time to buy a second surplus ammo can. Well, I have a couple, so yeah, I could use more though.
Yeah. I got a bunch, but they're all full of ammo.
Yeah, mine are so the one can I have has one of the stupidest purchases I made. I'm trying to get rid of the stuff. I just got to find places to shoot it. I got that American Steel from Freedom Munitions because it was like, I don't know, a couple bucks cheaper a box. And it's steel cased ammo, but it's like coated in brass. So it looks like regular brass. It's just you can't reload it. So if I shoot that with regular stuff, then when I pick it up, it's like I don't want it to get mixed in when I do the reloading. So honestly, I'm kind of going to take it to whenever I go to a range that I'm not picking up my brass at, I'll just like shoot it and leave it. And they'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We're talking about Finland for a while. I want to get an M28. 308's cool, blah, blah, blah. Nice Derringer. Yeah, it's just a chunk of plastic, but yeah, it's cool. It's not really a Derringer. It's just it's a mini revolver, like a North American Arms. I don't know. Would that count as a Derringer? I mean, Derringer's kind of turned from a...
No, it's not a Derringer. A Derringer is like a single, like a, like a pipe with a trigger mechanism. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. It's like a pistol form of a breech, open breech shotgun, whatever. Like a break breech.
Ask Smeggie, he'll tell you I'm old. Yeah, Squib's old. We'll bring it at 1 grand. There you go. Sounds fun. What's up, Nightwolf? Yeah, I am late on the live chat. When I screen share, because I don't get in front of the camera, I can't read the chat. Come on, Squib, you should be a Red Wings fan too. You live in the area. A surplus ammo can or a yard of dirt? Well, I don't need dirt because I have a tractor, so I'll take the surplus can. Yeah, I'm gonna try and do a trip in the summer. That's gonna be like all the gun channels people and stuff. This first one, I'm keeping it kind of more like, like really close friends type of thing. So no offense, but I'm just kind of keeping it like a couple of people. Well, there's going to be 5 of us, but PPU makes specific loads for Garands. Oh yeah, we got tons of people talking about Garands. Yeah, use it at public. That's kind of what I'm waiting for, Scott. Is that if I ever go to like an outdoor range or something, then I'm just gonna leave it. Because when I go to the indoor range, it's too tempting not to sweep it up at an indoor range because it keeps it all nice and neat right next to you. And I normally can sweep up like anything around me. Like if like a couple other people there are shooting, I'll ask them if they save their brass. If they say no, I'll go, I'll make a deal with you. I'll clean up your lane for you if you let me keep the brass. Because, in the indoor range, you're supposed to clean up your area before you leave. A lot of people don't. So I just sweep those up too. See if Sean wanted a gun show. Yeah, I don't know if I think someone said Sean bought something at the show today. So that'd be neat. I know Psycho went nuts and bought like 5 rifles or something. Oh man. So, what else is going on in the gun world? Oh, Moon's not even here anymore. I was wondering why he was being quiet. Damn, it's just me in the audience. All right, boys. I sent out a bunch of links to the guys that are at the Tulsa show. I don't know if they'll jump in or not. I think they're probably all getting together and going to dinner and doing their own thing or whatever. So I might not be around. G-Wubs was in for a minute. So anyway. Oh, Gio just jumped out because his computer was being weird. Okay. That's cool. I'll keep it rolling for a while. I am going to go out tonight eventually, so this isn't going to run forever. Need a K31. Ah, yes, K31. That should make JJ happy. Right? That's Finnish? Or is that Swedish and that's just going to piss him off? What else is going on? Oh, it's Swiss. Oh yeah, I knew that. You know, all those things. Uh, you know, God, I was just about to send you a link, and you just called me an asshole. So now I'm not gonna. Whatever. I was just gonna say Sweden, Finland, and Switzerland. They're all the same country. They just don't know it yet. Uh, duh, 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 duh. Let's see. You went to Dick's Sporting Goods because you had a gift card. Did they let you cash it out? He said he wanted to cash it out because he refused to do business with them. Well, did they let you do it? Normally they won't do that. But you know, you could at least you could sell it to someone or whatever. Probably. So, I don't know. What you guys carrying guns today? My carry gun's always the CZ75 SPO1 Tactical. John's carrying a 12 gauge. Something tells me John doesn't walk around carrying a 12 gauge, if I had to guess. Pants has the CZ PO7. It's not tactical, it's tactical. All that means is basically it's the regular SPO1, but it has night sights and a decocker. So that's why I liked it. Damn, it's 6:30 already. I was thinking I was planning on going out at like 7. Yeah, yeah, I saw it, Squib. The thing right before your message was the link to this one. It was afternoon caves ? And then the thing, the link. Uh, do, do, do. Can you keep donating and regrowing your liver? I don't know, SciShow, you tell me. So I just scrolling through the YouTubes.
You're faster than me.
Yeah.
You can send the link before I can send a request. It's like time travel or some shit.
Well, I did have the thing pulled up on the computer. and you were like, "Oh, no links for the Michigan." It's like, well, I don't know. No one, you didn't ask for one. I
Like
only,
anybody from Michigan's at Tulsa right now. None of us can go because we're all working or too far away or whatever, you know?
you know, yeah, I wanted to go. It would have
Everybody's
been
in
fun.
Tulsa right now having a good time looking at them surplus rifles.
Yeah, it seems like there's some pretty cool stuff out there.
Yeah, Travis said he would take a look at some of the reload stuff for me. I told him to get some business cards if they do online sales.
Yep. Yeah, that's what's kind of nice. We do kind of have a little, I don't know, like a little gun channels army out there. People can look
Yeah,
for stuff if
AWAG's
you're
got
looking for
Travis
things.
looking for some a parts kit for him for a PSL. So, if Travis sees something, he can send him pictures or live video or whatnot, and then AWAG can say, pull the trigger or don't, and then they can hash it all out later because it's parts. You don't need to transfer it if it's parts because there's no receiver.
Right. Yeah, it's just chunks of metal.
You pretty much metal, wood, plastic, whatever, Bakelite, and that sort of thing. And we kind of trust each other's judgment because we've been doing this long enough that we kind of know what's junk and what's not. So here's some rusty parts I sent you from Oklahoma. Have fun, that sort of thing. But I don't know. I'm kind of like, I don't know if I want to go down to Tulsa or not. Maybe one day. Maybe I'll do it once. I don't know.
Yeah, here's the thing. It's definitely, I mean, it's just a big gun show. So from that point of view, like especially if you're looking for something, then okay, go to like the big gun show. Like then you can buy stuff like what Cycle Camp does. Then there's the other component of it of meeting up with people that like you already know, but meeting them in person. So that's the whole like camaraderie friendship type thing going on.
Yeah, I
Which
think
has happened
meeting
at
up with
SHOT Show and
everybody,
NRA Show and all sorts of other stuff. So
and that's just it. So you could go to SHOT Show, you could go to NRA, or you could go to Tulsa in April or November. You've got more or less 4 opportunities a year to meet up with people from our circles. So that's I mean in mass. I mean other than like one-on-one or at a rally or something like that. So it's not a bad way. I asked somebody brought up the Desert Eagle was everywhere at the show, and I said, so are they selling it for less than what you would normally see it for? No, they weren't. Okay, wait a minute. Now I'm going to drive one day to get to Tulsa. I'm going to burn $400 in diesel round trip to get to Tulsa. And you're going to tell me every table's got a Desert Eagle and I'm not even going to see it for less money than what I'd see it for at a gun show or at a gun store? Well, then what's the point? So I think if I was looking for maybe surplus milsurp rifles or parts for milsurp rifles or something like that, something a little bit more rare, maybe, otherwise though, I'm really just there to see the people, just there to hang out with the gun channels people.
right, and that's a pretty big commitment just to like hang out with people.
Well, I mean, a Desert Eagle is not the benchmark for the firearms industry, but for them to say, yeah, you're seeing it for normal price. I mean, if they were saying, yeah, man, it's like $250 less than what you see at a store or a show. Really? All right. Well, you've already offset $250 of the $400 in fuel for me. Okay, I'm listening, but and I realize, the Desert Eagle may not necessarily be what I'm going there for. I'd really be going there for something like a K31. But I mean, if a K31 is going for say $600, $700 and they had it for $400, okay, you got my interest, But if they're saying, yeah, it's going for $600, $700 and they sell it here for $600, $700, well, I could go to Antique Arms in Novi, Michigan and get it for that price. So what's the catch?
Right. I mean, I feel like it's one of those things you have a little more like opportunity to maybe make a deal because if you got someone there and it's like, dude, there's, there are 5 tables with this exact same gun on it. Like, why should I buy it from you versus from the other guy? Oh, okay, I'll sweeten the deal a little bit, You might be
And
able
that's
to
what I
have
thought I would have heard. That's what I thought I was going to hear this morning. Now, I think to be objective, I need to hear more from after people have been there 2 days to say, yeah, we did find a table where the guy was $50 less or $100 less than the guy 5 tables over for the exact same condition firearm. Okay, now you got my interest. But if they're going to say, yeah, everybody was pretty much the same price on Mosins, the same price on this, the same price on Desert Eagles, the same price on whatever it is it's either rare or expensive that I'm going down there to try to get a deal on or to try to have my pick. I mean, say I'm looking for some really antique, really rare type firearm, and they don't come up for sale very often, and there's 5 of them there. Well, maybe I could pick the best condition out of that 5. Well, that's a little bit different. I've already got the money, and I know I'm going to spend a lot of money. But if it's everybody's got a Mosin Nagant, all right, well, what's so special about your Mosin Nagant that I'm going to pay the same price as the guy next to you? You know what I mean?
Yeah, see, that's the thing. I'm getting, it's hard for me to get a read on, is it a buyer's market or a seller's market? Because part of me would think it'd be a buyer's market because, like I said, there's a lot of supply there. So you could just, people are going to want to encourage you to come down there and buy from their table versus the other guy. But then on the other hand, because it's like the biggest gun show, they have a lot of people going to it. The sellers might be sitting there going, "Hey, we have, like Joe was saying, it has 4,000 tables, so that's kind of the size of it. I don't know how many attendees, but it's safe to say at least, a few thousand or so. Like, I mean, you know what I mean? I don't know. It depends on how many people there, but the sellers might be sitting there going, why am I going to make a deal with you when there's 10 people standing behind you that want to buy this? So that makes it a good deal for the seller.
Right. And that's the thing, because there's so many people going there, because it's so well known and they do it twice a year. I think the sellers have the advantage. I have gone to gun shows where you'll see the same exact firearm 5 tables down for $10 less. And that's about it. Or $20 less, or something like that. Or every now and then you can get a guy that'll say, I'll drop $100 off of this rifle because you're already buying another rifle. I'll give you 2, and I'll drop $100 off of this second one because you're buying 2 from me, especially on a Sunday where that's less they got to pack up in the trailer and take back to the shop, right? But I've also gone to gun shows
you got to remember it's Saturday morning right now, right? I mean, they're
right. And I've gone to gun shows where I've gone in and I've looked for, say, like a Smith & Wesson Model 29, $1,200 handgun, used, $1,200. Doesn't matter about barrel length or finish, $1,200, ballpark figure. And there's been 2 or 3 in the same gun show, and they're all $1,200, and nobody's willing to budge. So, it depends on whether you go on the first day or the last day. Depends on whether or not you've got so many customers that the vendors feel that they can keep prices with the guy next to them, or so few customers that they've got to undercut and they've got to lowball each other like a gas price war, between 2 gas stations across the street. It's really a tough call, but I will say that what I've seen online, everybody seems to be pretty happy getting to meet each other, especially like for the first time.
Yeah, that's what I've seen so far is the shenanigans part of it. Although I will say, apparently, and I don't think anyone watching this channel would do something like this, but in one of the live chats, I guess like Night Strike's room number got given out, and someone did buy Night Strike a pizza, and Matt ended up eating it or whatever, and that was like, haha, it's kind of funny. But apparently, like, a whole bunch of the viewers started calling the hotel. Like, who was it that was telling me that? I think Geoff was talking about. They're sitting in the lobby, and it's like they're watching the live stream go on, and like the thing gets let out there, and someone in the audience like figured out what hotel they were at, because I mean people were pretty public just for like, hey, this is the hotel we're going to be at. And he said it was like flipping on a switch, the hotel front desk starts ringing, asking for Night Strike's room, asking for like just a whole bunch of people called. And to me, I'm gonna say, man, that's not cool. I mean, I know they were trying to like mess with Night Strike, 'cause I guess he went to bed. So they're like, oh, you went to bed, we're gonna try and wake you up. But you're really freaking frustrating the people that work at that hotel, especially over a stupid joke. So
Well, you're also frustrating Night Strike. I mean, we
Well, I'm
are
sure he
all
just unplugged his
friends.
phone,
Whether
dude.
we argue from time to time or not, or we disagree from time to time, we're all friends. So yeah, letting somebody's room number go, even by mistake, oops. Now, in which case, I'd say Night Strike needs to go and room with Matt so he can hide, which he's trying to avoid, which would be just as funny as if Night Strike had to stay in a room with Matt. But
Yeah.
the other thing is, though, I mean, Night Strike has said his full real name on air. You could call a hotel and convince them that your person X's wife, even though they don't know he's not married, and they might give out the room number. So, I mean, you kind of there's tricky ways to mess with each other.
Well, and
I know that
I'm not trying
there's
to
a
give-
chance. There's a chance somebody could figure out where I live or who I really am or something like that, and it'd be like, not that I'm anybody important, I'm not, but still, it's a risk we take being on air.
No, I understand that, and in some ways, it's a little bit of like internet famousness or whatever. But I'm just saying, from the hotel's point of view, they don't want to fucking answer the phone 20 times because you're playing a joke on Night Strike. 'Cause I guarantee he unplugged his phone. I do that all the time.
So do you think they would block gun channels from getting a group discount next time around?
Well, it's possible. I mean, honestly, that
Yeah.
hotel might be, hey, thanks for booking 30 rooms. Your couple $100 ain't worth it. Get the fuck out of here. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
that's true.
possible.
But I mean, overall, we try to keep each other's anonymity and things like that. I mean, like, okay, I'll say it on air. The most I'm going to say about you is you're tall. How's that?
Yeah, everyone knows that. But yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
I don't.
I
Show
mean, you're not
myself
Jeremy
in my-
Paz Derek tall, or you're not Hickok 45 tall, but you're tall. How's that?
Yeah. I mean, I do take privacy somewhat seriously, although like the Smeggie 42 is public, but the other part of me, like that's not public.
Yeah,
you
no,
can't
that's
link
not- it's
the
not cool.
names together.
It's
like
not
that's
cool.
I'm very careful about that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
I
But
still
whatever.
can't figure out where the Smeggie comes from, but I don't want to know. It's almost part of the thing. You know what I mean? I mean, I know you. I'd recognize you and that sort of thing. But it's just the whole. I think we have a little bit of, if you even want to call it professional respect for each other. Unless we say it on air first, then it ain't really up to somebody else to. I mean, you already had a stalker, so.
Yeah, I did. That was scary.
Especially since his home defense plan is to drop his drawers.
Yeah, he's a character for sure.
He is.
His
He's
plan
funny.
is come out naked and then see what the bad guy does. But anyways, I guess
I'd run.
yeah, I would too. I don't know, the whole point of really bringing that up, like you said, it's okay, we're all pretty cool with each other or whatever, and like that's fine. The problem was it was like Never Enough Ammo's audience people, and like who knows who those people are. That's the only difference. And
Well, it's because he's got so many. He's got what, 55,000 or something.
right, and I just think it's because they see Matt making fun of Night Strike or whatever, they think it's funny, and then they want to do it too or whatever. It's just, my whole point is, don't call the fucking hotel guys. But like I said, I don't think my viewers are like that, because you guys are better
Yeah,
than
I mean,
Never Enough Ammo's viewers.
the same thing happened with the Three Stooges. The guy who played Curly was really shy, but you wouldn't think so if you watch the Three Stooges, because he's acting in front of a camera. Well, there was one time he was staying at a hotel and some people recognized him and they started smacking the shit out of him right there at the hotel like they do in the movies. Well, they don't understand those are fake slaps and fake hits and those are sound effects. And they beat the shit out of this guy. This is like back in the 40s or 50s or something right there. And the guy really shied away from the limelight after that. I saw this on some documentary or something. And I think that, you know, people who maybe watch you or Matt or Yankee or anybody seem to think that, you know, some of the stuff that we say or do on air is serious, like the whole, you know, G-Webs hates 9mm. He doesn't really hate 9mm. You know, it's just a running joke or whatever.
I'm pretty sure he hates 9mm, but yeah, I
No,
see. I totally know
because
what
he's got a thing for the Glock 19, so he doesn't. He says he does, but he doesn't. It's just a running joke. But I just mean some other things that are just, you know, just like you know, you don't really look like a snowman, and I don't really rant all the time. You know, I mean, it's just something. I mean, there's certain things that are real, and certain things that are maybe just exaggerated or. I mean, I don't want to say fake. I don't because I want to say that most of the people I've met online are fake. I mean, when I talked to Hickok 45 down in Ohio, dude, the guy was about the most real guy you could ever meet. I'm like, this isn't some sort of, you know, I'm rich internet famous personality guy. I mean, he's walking around with a bottle of water in his back pocket. How much more redneck do you get than that? So it's a little bit different with YouTube than I think it is with TV.
Yep, for sure.
But that's not to say I don't put my foot in the mouth, you know, on air. I have. I've insulted people, friends and people I don't even know alike. And it's not necessarily intentional. It's just the way I am. You either get to know me and love me, or you get to know me and hate me. You know, I mean, I think that sometimes maybe we make a joke at a time where it's not a good idea, but we're just human. We're trying to, you know, introduce some levity, and maybe it comes off the wrong way or whatever it is. I think that the whole YouTube thing or just the online thing is a little bit more real than the Hollywood thing. We're not like actors. We're real people.
Oh man. What? Anyways, I don't know what other gun stuff's going on. I like guns. Guns are fun. I hope my buddy gets that Mac 10. That'll be fun to play with. I mean, it's not really a Mac 10. It's the whatever, the masterpiece arms. But still, it'll be neat. Yes, Travis. Angry American isn't really angry, but he is really a platypus.
Yeah, you
That
said
part.
it faster than I could. He really is a real person in real Arizona. But well, a platypus person, yeah. See, this is dangerous for me, Smeggy. Going back and looking at the live chat.
Why is
It
that?
gives me an opportunity to run my mouth even more than normal, which is bad, you know. So
Because it's easier to say than type.
no, because I have a tendency to just say things that come off the wrong way. Like if you were saying, yeah, I know this guy who says stuff. Oh, you were talking about me. Yeah, that's me. Smeggie 42 is a combination of tactical and cool.
Oh, when he called my
Well,
thing tactical.
yeah, when you wear
I
that
understand where the word
vest.
tactical comes from. It's normally used derogatorily. Like,
Yeah, yeah. It's kind of like the opposite of FUD. You got both ends of the spectrum, right? FUD is on
yeah,
one end and tactical is on the other.
yeah, the tactical people have like the AR with like whatever 20 different things on it,
Yeah.
and like airsoft
So
ACOGs or whatever. Like it tends to be kind of derogatory.
if you hand a tactical guy a 30-06 bolt action rifle with no muzzle device and all wood furniture and a sling, no matter what kind of optics on it, they're going to say, this is a FUD gun.
But if you hand some hunter an AR, he's gonna be like, "Oh, what are you, some fucking tactical guy?"
Tactical. Yeah. Wait, I can't shoot this without a flak jacket. Speaking of 30-06 bolt action rifles, the Ruger American you got, it's a detachable box magazine, right?
That's correct.
What's the capacity on it?
Ooh, 4, or maybe the
So
box
it's pretty
mag
much legal for hunting. You're not going to catch any crap from the DNR.
Oh yeah, I'm the magazine might hold 3, so you can put one in and then you have 4 total.
Okay, all right. Yeah, so you're not going to catch no crap from the DNR as long as it's not a straight wall cartridge area or shotgun only area.
Right. Yeah, it's perfectly fine for up north.
Now, does that come with iron sights?
It does not. It comes with like a place to put a scope in or whatever.
Is it drilled and tapped or has a rail?
Yeah. No, it's drilled and tapped.
So if you purchased one, it would behoove you to. If you purchase one, it would behoove you to buy rings and a rail at the same, or I mean, rings and a scope at the same time.
Yes, because
Okay.
it doesn't have any sights on it. It's designed for like being a scoped gun. In fact,
Okay.
when I got it, there was a combo deal. So I actually got it at Gander Mountain, which normally their prices are kind of high on firearms. At least that's what I've heard. This is the only gun I've ever bought from Gander Mountain, which doesn't exist anymore, I guess technically. But this particular thing, I kind of went in more just to like check stuff out. I was talking to the guy like, yeah, I don't really know what I want, blah blah blah, whatever. And I was looking at that, and it was pretty nice. And he's like, yeah, and we have one that's like a combo deal. You get the rifle and like the scope with like rings. Like it's a scoped rifle in a box type of thing. And it was like that for, I don't know, 300 or something, was like the rifle and scope and everything. And anyway, so he had one out of the back. He goes, yeah, this is like just the rifle, but yeah, I know we have a combo one in the back somewhere. So if you do want it, like I can go get it for you. And then I'm sitting there looking at it and doing whatever. And he like zapped the box or something, goes, oh, like this one's on sale for, $250. So you could end up like, you could get this and then, and just buy the scope separate, which I forget what scope it came with, but it was like a $50 scope or whatever. Maybe the combo. Okay, I'm messing the numbers up a little bit. I apologize for that, guys. So the combo was, let's say, $350. The rifle by itself was $250, and he's like, yeah, just get the $50 scope that normally would come with it, and you'd be at $300. Like, you'd be saving money. And I was like, or I could get the rifle by itself and get like, $100 scope or $150 scope, like
nicer scope, yeah.
And then basically, I spent the same money as the combo, but instead of having like I don't even know, whatever, like a Bushnell or something, I have a Nikon or a Leopold or like, that type of thing. So I ended up getting a Nikon for it.
Yeah, see, that sounds like a good idea, a good way to, justify the investment, that sort of thing. I mean, I don't have any optics, but I've seen some of the ones where they come with a scope, and I'm wondering how many people buy those and then later go back and get a slightly more expensive scope to replace it. Now they got a spare scope, or they got something they could trade or give away to somebody they know or whatever. But it's the whole thing of the, you bought it and then you had to go ahead and upgrade it. So you just skip that step.
Right. And I think that really that Ruger American, it is like it's a good entry level bolt gun type of thing, and they probably make it like that with the combo because that's probably exactly what people, like I said, in most places, if when you buy something from them, like they'll mount the scope for you and like bore sight it. Like I know Cabela's does that, and Gander Mountain did, and all that stuff. So it's like you really can walk out the store with your rifle all, at least bore sighted, and then you can, finish it up. That just gets you on paper. Everyone thinks like, oh, I bore sighted, it should be perfect. No, that like gets you on paper so you don't have to waste as much time trying to figure out what's going on when you're trying to sight in the scope.
Right.
Because I did that with one of my rifles, and it got it close, but then I had to, because my ex-father-in-law had a bore sight, the little laser thing you stick in there. And the way they have it set up, it's kind of neat. You figure out like there's a target, and it's like you aim at like the one bullseye, and you put the dot on like the other bullseye. So it's like at 10 feet, it should be, 6 inches apart or whatever. Like you can, and I guess the thing, you can print up your own target based on like what rings you have and all that kind of stuff. So you get it all set up, and because it's just the scope and barrel association is basically a triangle, only the bullet is arcing a little bit. If it's a certain distance at 10 yards, it'll be a different distance at 50 yards. Like it's the same zero type of thing.
Yeah, the bore sight is just to give you a base where you can tweak it out to.
Right. A lot of people will say, well, I want 100 yard zero. So they grab their scope, they put it on their rifle, they go out to 100 yards and try to start hitting paper. And they might take a little bit because they're not even like close. They got to mess with it a little bit. And what I like to do is I'll start with a rifle and I'll go to like 25 yards and I'll aim at the bullseye and hit it. And then depending on, the bullet weight and all this stuff, like I'll look up the ballistics chart beforehand and know that like at 100 yard zero, like if a 30.6 is zeroed at 100 yards, at 25 yards, it's 6 inches low or whatever, right? So then I'll shoot at 25 yards and I get the left right dialed in because that part doesn't really matter, the distance. And then I get it to where it's, about 6 inches below the bullseye where I was aiming at 25 yards. Now at least I'm on paper. Then I go out to 100 yards, do it again. It should be damn close. And then I just might have to tweak it a little bit. So that's my practice. I know if you have like a sled, you can lock it in. You can do it a hell of a lot easier too. This is just doing it off of a rest. So it's like I know my groups are a little bit bigger anyways because I'm not the best rifle shooter. So I just want my scope to be pretty close. And if I can take 3 shots and all 3 of them are touching each other, then there you go. That's my group.
Yeah, that's plenty close enough.
Apparently CloverTech posted something funny on Instagram. I forget. I might have seen it. I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, I don't know.
Nance wants to build his upper, but his vise is on the cold side of the barn. Oh, poor baby.
What the heck does that mean? How cold is cold?
Well, he's in Ohio, so it's probably about the same temperature as it is around us.
And get your
Or
sorry butt over there.
maybe he's got a space heater sitting right next to where he's at, and it's a giant barn, so the other side is like just outside temperature.
Just drink coffee. That'll keep you warm.
Whew. Speaking of cold, it is freaking cold today. So I don't know. I'm looking forward to shooting my rifle at almost 300 yards up north, shooting at steel, see if I can hit it.
You got a tree?
No, I just have.
A gong?
Yeah, I was trying to think of the
Okay.
word. I'm trying to remember what it is. They're up north already, so I can't measure it, but I want to say it's like a 10-inch or a 12-inch circle. I might not start all the way out back there, but I'll shoot a little bit like further out.
Let's see. I'm gonna take a shot at this, dude. John A. Jarvela. I don't know what IDF means. I think IDF means Israeli Defense Force.
Yeah, I just call him JJ.
JJ, yeah, JJ's good. Yeah, but then you imply, Jimmy Walker, good times. Kid.
That's what I was told to say.
Dynamite!
I know it's from Finland, and that's all I know. So I was just like, I don't know if that's supposed to be Jane or Janene or Janina.
Yane.
I'm gonna say Janene. Janae. Oh no, you didn't, Janene.
Yeah, nice. Jan Yarvela. Jared's going to laugh out loud.
Yeah, Janene.
So this is dangerous. Whenever I look on the YouTube live chat and I'm on air, it's like, oh, this is only the second time I've done it. First time I did it, I started a fight. So
yeah, let's not start a fight.
Yeah, let's not do that. Yeah. See, I mean, you know me. You know what I'm liable to do.
Yeah, you've had the tendency of foot in mouth disease.
Yep. And I'm not going to disagree with you because you're not lying. That's just it. Some people are like, oh, I can't believe that person said that about me. But is it true? Well, yeah, but that's not the point. Yeah, it is. I don't care if I get called out on something that's true about me. That's fine. That's all good. If I don't want to talk about it, I'll just be like, dude, I don't want to talk about it. Otherwise, though, yeah, I mean, I got my flaws.
I wonder why they're talking about the IDF, though.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with Finland, though, right? I mean, not that I'm aware of.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know what started that conversation of why someone said something about IDF, but
yeah, could you guys give us a backstory?
Yeah, I don't really care that much.
Let's see. If the settlers had surrendered gun, we'd be ruled by the British. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a true statement.
Yeah. Anti-gunners, I think, at some point in the future would be running to people like us to go save us because they gave up way too many rights and the government got too oppressive. And be like, dude, I'd save you if I could, but you kind of took away the Second Amendment first and then the other ones fell behind it. Oh, the IDF they are bad mofos. Yeah, they are. Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
considering
they don't take no crap from nobody.
The Israelis are surrounded on all sides by enemies and their back is to the sea. So you decide. It's either jump in the Mediterranean or fight your enemies. I'm going to fight because getting wet sucks. And I know I'm a Marine, but I'm really not into getting wet. I will. I'm not afraid to, but It's like jump in the water or shoot these guys. All right, give me my rifle, give me my machine gun. Because I ain't getting wet if I can help it.
Oh, I think I found the funny Clover thing. He found a patch that says "Suck it up, Yankee."
Nice. Hey, Travis, get me one of those.
Oh, man. Well, unfortunately, I know I got a lot of viewers and stuff, but I am going to get going.
Yeah, sure. Go on. Go have a life. Whatever.
Yeah, I am. I still have to take a shower for the day, though, so I don't have that much of a life. But
is that what that smell
was? If it starts getting too late, it's like, shit, I want to take a shower at 9 o'clock and then go out or whatever. I was planning on eating dinner when I go out. Normally, I eat dinner at home first, and then I'll just go out later. That's why I stick around a little longer. But I'm planning on eating dinner, so I don't want it to get too late. But anyways, thanks everyone for listening. Be sure to check out. I'm sure there'll be live chats from Tulsa. The guys going out having shenanigans or whatever. Check everyone out during the week. Daily Gun Show every night at midnight. Smeggie Cave whenever the hell I feel like. Most of the time after Daily Gun Show, but sometimes afternoon, sometimes whenever.
Lock and Load Monday nights at 10 Eastern.
Yeah, check out Lock and Load. Hit or Miss Tuesday nights 9 o'clock.
Hit or Miss Tuesday nights 9 o'clock.
And I think most people watching now will probably know about gun channels, but I always like to put the plug. So check out gun channels. When you see these these videos of 30 people sitting in a hotel lobby all laughing with each other and being friends and all that stuff, they might be meeting in person for the first time, but the reason they get along so well together in person is because they've already had, months or years of talking with the people in live chats and being on gun channels and all that stuff. So it's one of those things. It's a great place to get gun friends and, just talk about cool stuff. And there's plenty of information too. I'm always learning new stuff. So I like guns, but I'm not always I'm not always like the best, the most knowledgeable. So I've learned a bunch just talking to people. But anyways, like I said, yep, I'm going to shut it down. So thanks everyone for listening. Russ Carr, I think he might still be doing a lobby chat, or maybe his ended, I don't know, but he was doing one earlier too. So anyways, there's lots of stuff going on in the internet, so I'll see everyone later.